yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy, the kid that did the purple assassin, the purple monster, because I'm purpled out, you feel me, today. I'm not on that purple, though, you feel me? But we here in Phoenix, you dig? I'm the Italian Stallion, a.k.a. ESPN Staz, because I'm bringing it to you like a highlight, you feel me? I mentioned we in Phoenix. We are at Valley Club, to be exact. Shout out to Court Capital, man, the big cactus himself, you feel me? It's a pleasure to be here. I got a special guest in the building, you feel me? A lot of y'all might know him as Royce Woolridge, you feel me? Former basketball star, Sunny Slope legend, you feel me? But nowadays, he's Young Dad, you feel me? And the owner of Gnarbuckets, you feel me? He's on the show. What's poppin', G?
What's good? It's your boy Young Dad, Gnarbuckets CEO. Happy to be here. Happy to talk about the new brand. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. The new brand is Gnarbuckets. Go follow them on Instagram. If I'm not mistaken, it's Gnarbuckets Official, right?
Yep. You can follow us on Instagram, Gnarbuckets Official. You know what I'm saying? You can check the website, www.gnarbuckets.com, you know what I'm saying? And just, say what's up to the homies.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. We're going to get into Gnarbuckets a little bit deeper throughout the show. But first things first, y'all. October 27th, there is an event going down. Gnarbuckets is throwing it. Young Dad will be there. Young Dad, explain to the people what's going on October 27th.
So we have a huge event going on October 27th. So basically, we're going to have a fashion show. We're having a live concert. We're having 4 different people perform. We're going to put in a mini skate park in there. I have some other vendors coming, some really cool clothing vendors. I got a live painter. It's about to be like ridiculous. So I'm trying to get as many people out there as we can so you guys can witness what this Gnarbuckets thing is about.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And speaking of the artist, which artist is gonna be performing over there?
So we got some fire artists performing. So first off, we got the Morgue performing, which is this really dope collective from out here. They have a bunch of really cool artists. Like they have Young Brad, another guy named Tony just died. And they're even more than a collective. They do all types of stuff like piercings, tattoos, they're artists. And so it's really cool to kind of present that and give them a platform to show what they're doing. And then another one performing is Rough and Stuff. And Rough and Stuff is a group out of Flagstaff, and they're like this psychedelic rock band, and they are fire. Like I went to see them perform on a First Friday one time, and they blew me away, and I hit them up, and I was like, bro, we got to have you guys perform. And one of them went to Sunny Slope, which is crazy. I'm from Slope. And so we had that little connection, and so I had them coming, and I'm really excited for them. And then, of course, your boy Young Dad is performing. You know what I'm saying? I've been on a hiatus for about a year or so. I dropped a couple songs, but, it's time to get back in them streets, let the streets know about Young Dad. And then the last person performing is my homie Poppy Franco. We're going to do like this whole little boiler room set, from I think from 11 to midnight. We're going to have him performing in the middle of the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a crazy vibe. So I'm excited for it, and y'all shouldn't miss out on this for real.
Hell yeah, hell. You said Tony died. When he died?
Hey, first time I heard his name, I was like, who died?
That's funny, man. That's funny. Young Brat, man, he's dope.
Yeah, dude, I love Young Brad. I actually got introduced to him through y'all. I was looking at your page, and I saw y'all did an interview with him, and it was kind of enticing, your guys' conversation. He seemed like a really genuine and authentic dude, and so then I started checking him out and listening to his music, and I really fucked with it and fucked with their whole little movement, so I had to reach out to him,
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And we going to see some of that jig wave?
Oh, the jig wave's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But of course you're going to see some jig wave. Young Dad is going to be performing. Jig wave is crazy. If you guys don't know, you need to go on Spotify. You need to look up the jig wave. It's a whole movement. It's like this house rap movement that me and my boy Robbie been working on. It's a different sound, and it's dope. And so I just think y'all need to go out there and listen to it, because once you will, your mind going to be blown.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Y'all check out Young Dad on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, all that for the jig wave sound. You feel me? It's pretty groovy for sure. So Gnarbuckets. How did that come about? Who came up with Gnar? You feel me? What the fuck is Gnar? You feel me? Like, what is Gnarbuckets? Like, you feel me? Explain in depth, how that came about.
Okay, so I guess I'll start by saying kind of what we're about. So Gnarbuckets, basically, like, we believe that basketball and skateboarding, they share a passion for like creativity, and self-expression and pushing boundaries. And we basically wanted to merge those two cultures in a way that kind of embraces people to like pursue their dreams. And so our biggest thing is dad. I know you see dad on everything. I'm young dad, blah, blah, blah. But dad stands for doubt always deceives. And basically, the message with that is not to limit yourself. So like, if you want to start a business, start a business. Like if you want to play guitar, play guitar. But life is short and you got to go get it. And the only person holding you back is yourself, really. So I think that's an important part of Gnarbuckets. Now, the Gnar stuff, that comes from like me and the homies just being stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you see something like, oh, that's Gnar as fuck. Or like, hey, let's go shred some Gnar, that type of stuff. And so we always used to joke around like that. And then buckets, like playing basketball is, it's simple. It's like, I'm out here giving you buckets. And I was literally in the shower one day and I was like, Gnarbuckets, like that's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? And so I kind of just ran with it. And I just got a skateboard probably like a year and a half ago. And skateboarding is like, something that's like actually changed my life for the better, because it has so many things that's really close to basketball. So when I stopped playing basketball, I was really just kind of trying to figure out, what I wanted to do and, my direction, all that stuff. And when I got introduced to skateboarding, it kind of gave me a way to like free my mind and go out there and, mess around and all that stuff. And it's like a mental battle, like same with basketball. And so it brought me that same type of energy, you know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to merge those two. And the only way to do it was just to do it with, Gnar and buckets. So you know what it is.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And y'all had a pop-up shop recently in August.
Yeah.
First one. Mm-hmm. First ever Gnarbuckets event.
First ever Gnarbuckets event. Yeah. So for First Friday in August, we had our first ever event, our first ever launch. And it was really dope. We did it at the studio downtown that, Young Dad performs at. And it was really awesome. That's where we got to meet Rough and Stuff. They pulled up. We had like, a lot of people come up and, check out the brand. And I thought it was a really good start for us. But I think this event, October 27th, is really going to kick off like, yo, shit, this is Gnarbuckets. Like they're really coming. So.
Hell yeah, that's super dope. That's super dope. So Gnarbuckets, skateboarding and basketball. You know what I mean? What is harder to learn and become good at, in your opinion? Trying to go crazy on a skateboard, you feel me? Do kicks and flips and whips and shit. Because I've never been on a skateboard, you feel me? I don't even know if I could balance myself on a skateboard.
It's hard.
You feel me?
It's hard. So that's a good question, but it's easily skateboarding. Skateboarding is definitely harder to learn than basketball. And a big thing of that is like the mentality. Like you got to be, you know what I'm saying? You got to be a hard ass to really be out there and like hitting tricks and falling and getting back up and my back hurts, or I've been out here for 2 hours and ain't landed one trick, and then boom, you land. It's like, oh man. But you got to be some type of, and I say psycho, but I use psycho in a good way because, we're all kind of psycho, but if we use it to channel good energy, then we'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have this type of psycho energy to really do that. And a big part of that is like, if you take that mentality and apply it to basketball, you'll be a real dog. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of what I want to do with both cultures.
Hell yeah, hey yo, this motherfucker psychoed in a bitch. Yeah. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
On that basketball court, I'm a psycho, I'll tell you that.
No, facts, yo, facts. Like, by the way, if y'all ain't check it out yet, check out our first interview. We did one last year, you feel me? When we talk about his personal basketball career more in depth, you feel me? And just a spoiler, he got his jersey retired at Sunny Slope High School, y'all.
Yes,
so that should be a reason for y'all to go check that shit out. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. Skateboarding. Yeah. What's the gnarliest injury or the gnarliest shit that ever happened to you on a board?
On a board? So actually, one of the first times when I was first starting to skate, I was skating with my homie Rob, who's actually my producer and half of the Jig Wave. And he took me out to Paradise Valley, and they got this skate park out there, but there's like a lot of drop-ins and they're super deep. And I ain't really like been even doing shit like that. And Rob was like, hey man, you just got to do it. You just got to go for it. And so I was just like, all right, I'll try it. And so I went down and I literally just fell straight on my head. And I thought I was going to pass out. I had to sit down, drink all this water. Like I really felt 31 at that point. But that's the worst that's happened really. But literally after that happened, I was like, man, I don't know if I can do the skateboarding thing. But then, you know what I'm saying? You fight through it and, you know, now I'm at where I'm at. But luckily I haven't had any crazy injuries.
Hell yeah, I feel you. And to piggyback on that, what's like your best trick or your best move on a skateboard? Like what's something that you're like, yo, I did that shit.
So it's funny because like my whole life was like, if I ever hit a kickflip, like you can't tell me shit basically. And so I hit a kickflip and I was like, oh shit. Now I'm like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I can do the kickflip, you know, a little bit, but I just started hitting the heel flip now too. And so I'm excited about that. You know, so I got the ollie down, you know what I'm saying? I can hit the shove it, I can hit the pop shove it, you know what I'm saying? I can hit the kickflip and I can hit the heel flip. So I'm just working from there. Next one's the nollie though. I'm trying to hit the nollie.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Nollie or ollie?
Nollie.
Nollie?
Yeah, nollie is like from the front instead of from the, yeah. It's like a reverse ollie almost.
Hell yeah, I feel you. Hell yeah. He put me on game about the skate shit because I'm like kind of it, but like at the end of the day, I'm lost as shit. You feel me? But speaking of that, growing up, bro, you know, who was like a skateboarder that you really like look up to, or a skateboarder that you was like, yo, that dude's his shit right there?
So, I mean, obviously, like Tony Hawk and shit like that, but like a big influence on skateboarding for me is like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I love that game. And so in that game, obviously, there's Kareem Campbell. He's the only black dude in the game. And so that was like my first introduction to seeing like a black skateboarder. And so like I didn't even know any other black skateboarders, you know, till like, I don't know, maybe like Nigel Houston or anything. Like I just always know Kareem Campbell as being that OG like black skateboarder for me. And he was like the first figure that was black that I ever seen like in a skating, you know what I'm saying, like place. And so I want to give a big up to Kareem Campbell because he's a big influence and I always picked him on the game. So
hell yeah. You know, it was hard, P-Rod.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Rodriguez is nice too. I always like Burnquist was nice, you know what I'm saying? Like all the old school skaters, but you know what I'm saying, these young bucks don't know about that.
Hey, what about Ryan Sheckler?
No comment.
Bro, I remember like in high school, that was like all the girls like shit.
I love Ryan Sheckler, you know what I'm saying? I feel like wasn't he out here for a little bit too?
I think so.
Yeah, and like girls used to love him, and dude can shred gnar, but you know what I'm saying? That's kind of more of the pretty boy side. I like more of the grimy, get it out the mud side, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Have you ever like traveled to like Cali or like any other city or state to like, you know, kind of get immersed into the skate culture, you know, or go like compete against anybody and shit at the parks or anything?
So, not here, like in America. When I was overseas, I saw a lot of skateboarding as well, and they have like a lot of parks out there. So you see a lot more people like skating in the parks, and that was like my first like real introduction to kind of seeing that stuff. And I just had a group from Atlanta reach out to me that are really down with the brand, they're down with the movement, and so I'm looking forward to maybe taking a trip out there and rocking with them and seeing them skate a little bit and be able to skate with them and you know build a relationship over there in Atlanta.
Hell yeah, that's dope. I think it's important to, you know, go, you know, nationwide with it, worldwide with it.
You know what I'm saying? Gnarbuckets nationwide, you know?
Hell yeah. And I wanted to ask you, the merch. Merch is pretty dope. As y'all can see, he got the merch on. He got the shirt on.
I got the Gnarbuckets shorts, you know, we got the Gnarbuckets shorts, Gnarfest shirt on. You know, we got a whole bunch of really dope stuff. We just dropped our stuff for the first season, which is still available right now, where we have some long sleeves, we have some short sleeves, we have some tank tops. But this second season is like the one that's going to be really, really fire. It's what I'm excited for. We have some really dope like long sleeve t-shirts that aren't quite t-shirts. They're kind of like crew necks, but it's like in between. It's a really dope style. We have some really cool hoodies that we got dropping. We actually have a pocket crew neck that we're dropping. I got some hats coming. I got some sweats coming. Like I'm really out here. So I'm really excited for the merch, and I think that is really dope, and people just need to tap in.
Hell yeah. And who came up with like the design and like the idea behind the merch, like design and everything?
So the skeleton. So my graphic designer, shout out to Jack out in Seattle. We've always been on like the same wavelength, and so we have this concept of the skeleton. And the reason I have the skeleton is because the skeleton's all inclusive, right? Like underneath everything, we're all a skeleton, right? No matter if we're black, white, Mexican, girl, whatever, we're all a skeleton, which might sound corny or whatever, but it's a way to include everybody, you know what I'm saying? And showing that anybody can be anything, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's like kind of the concept. And then for everything, I have a skull. So like for my Running Rebels team, we have a skull. It's just like kind of part of who I am. And so we kind of morph that into like a mixing with, skateboarding and basketball. And that's kind of how it came.
Mm-hmm. That's super dope. That's super dope, man. I wanted to ask you, as far as basketball goes, are we going to see any like players and athletes at the Gnarfest? Anybody that you're coaching? How is basketball going to be a little bit more like involved at the event?
So basically, basketball is a huge part of what we do, right? So we want to use our platform to give basketball players a way to express themselves, right? So like a big thing that I didn't like growing up was identifying as a basketball player. So like I wanted to be more than a basketball player. Like basketball is what I do, but this is who I am as a person. And we want to offer a platform for, basketball players that play at a high level, but also have other interests and do other things. And so we have a team actually of high school players that are really good. A lot of them actually are already going to some D1 colleges. And so some of them will be, like performing in the fashion show. One kid that I've been training for years is our photographer, and he's absolutely amazing. But yeah, basically just you will see a lot of basketball athletes, and the reason why is because I want to give them a platform to show that they're more than just a basketball player.
No, that's super dope. That's super dope. And I think more than ever now, NFL players, basketball players, they're tapping into that creative side. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's important, we all have a creative side and we all have our passions, but I think it's important, to authentically be yourself. You can't identify as one thing. So like, oh, I'm a basketball player. Like, no, go out there and try something else. Maybe you might be also a painter or a skateboarder or something like that. But I think a lot of athletes are starting to realize like, life's bigger than basketball or bigger than football. And it's important to, try new things and be artistic and creative to find out who you are and really enjoy your life.
Hell yeah. And speaking of new things, man, you see Jimmy Butler's new fucking hairstyle?
Hey, you don't act like, what I'm saying, we wasn't in high school and that was the move. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I ever had that whole look, but, we was listening to it. But I think that's hilarious, bro. I love Jimmy Butler. He's like one of the last players that still kind of got that old school swag. So I'm for it. And when it comes up on the thing, it'd be killing me, bro. On ESPN, they'd be trying to be all serious, and then it's Jimmy Butler looking like that. So big ups to Jimmy Butler. That shit was hilarious.
No, facts. Yo, I think bro was for real just like purposely trolling.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He's just playing with people. He's like, all right, what can I do this year? But he's a troll. That's all he is. And I love it, bro. He's just like mad sarcastic and he really just don't give a fuck. And I respect that mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Speaking of being yourself, be creative, one of the first things I said, I was like, damn, bro got the golden goose joints on, y'all. That's just that real high-end shit, you feel me? The fly shit, you dig? So, you feel me? Exclusive shit. I just wanted to point that out. You did?
Yeah, big ups to my girl. She works at Golden Goose, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm plugged in. You see me out here goosed out, steez something crazy, but big ups to my girl on that.
If I go into the shop, can you try to hook me up?
I'll talk to her, you know what I'm saying? I'll see what I can do.
Them shits is fly, bro. Bro, I'll throw you some on the back end.
I'm dead, but I'll hit you. Just hit me. I got you.
Man, for sure. So, young dad, have you ever like told somebody that and they was like, what the fuck?
It's actually hilarious because my nickname's always been Dad. And yeah, like people be like, yo, why the fuck do people call you Dad and all this stuff? Or like, I'm not calling you Dad and all this. But it's like, I'm not asking people to call me Dad. It's just what people call me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just been like a mindset, kind of like a lifestyle. Like we always wanted to live our life like how we would like look up to somebody, right? And so that's part of like being a dad. And I got a tattoo that says father figure when I was like 18, and so people started calling me young father figure, and then it turned into dad. And so even though people might be like, I'm not calling them dad, blah blah blah, they always end up calling me dad just because it's like who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get some hate sometimes, but they end up calling me dad, so I'm not hating.
Hell yeah. Has anybody called you like Poppy or anything?
I mean, some girls before my girlfriend that don't get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Young Poppy. My boy, I got a homie named DJ Shelton, and he's just wild, but he be saying that, be like, Young Poppy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stupid stuff like that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, on a more serious note, man, I wanted to bring up a quote that I found on your IG page. You feel me?
Talk to me.
You said, I want you to post, doubt always deceives.
Mm-hmm.
For the people that don't know that, explain what that means more in depth.
So doubt always deceives is like our big motto. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what DAD stands for. And what that means is like your biggest critic, right? And the one person you're holding you back from greatness is yourself, right? So a lot of times people don't become successful because they start to doubt themselves. And when you start to doubt yourselves, that's when it ends for you, right? As long as there's still hope and as long as you're still going hard, there's always the possibility of being successful. And so doubt always deceives is just basically saying get out of your own way, right? And don't limit yourself, right? You're capable of anything, but the only way to do that is to go for it, right? And believe yourself and believe in yourself. So that's a big way of how I live my life. You know, all the little homies live their life like that. And that's just something I'm trying to, show the rest of the world. Like, don't doubt yourself. Believe in yourself, try new stuff. If you want to start something, start a business, start that business. Like if you want to, start a band, but go crazy and go get it because life is short, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to miss out on your opportunities and you don't want to look back and be like, dang, I'm the one that held myself back, So, I mean, it's very important. And I think it's a really good message for everybody.
Hell yeah. That's a great message. So I want to take it back to the music. Our interview last year, you mentioned very briefly cul-de-sac.
The cul-de-sac. Yeah, man. So that's the original. But people don't know, right? Again, everybody knows I'm a basketball player and stuff, but I've been making music since I was like 15 years old. And when I was 15 or whatever, me and the homie from across the street, Justin, we started our group called the Cul-de-sac because we lived in a cul-de-sac. I actually got it tatted on my lips, all that stuff. But we started this band and we were low-key fire. Like the little high school parties, like the club would be lit. Like, it was pretty fire. But then we got in trouble. My mom heard a song one time and got all mad and told me I couldn't do it anymore. So we took a little hiatus. But shout out to the Cul-de-sac because that was my first ever rap group when I was 15 years old.
Wow. And I think I pulled up to your old crib.
You did?
With the homie Grant one time.
Yep. My cousin.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Pulled up. Me and Stas go back, first off. Like, we known each other since we was basically little kids. And, what I'm saying, he pulled up one time to one of our cul-de-sac parties with my cousin Grant and kind of got to see how we rocked back in, Central Phoenix back in the day. So that was really awesome. I hope you like the cul-de-sac, too. You know what I'm saying?
That was Central or North?
Like, we live in, like, Central North Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Like, not North Phoenix where, you know what I'm saying, like Thunderbird and stuff is at. We're right before that. So the slopes is like in between Central Phoenix and North Phoenix.
Got it. Yeah, bro. I'm like, I have like images of when I came. It was so long ago. It was like, I have images and shit. You feel me? It was crazy. I just remember just randomly being there, like just seeing all y'all just running around and shit.
Acting crazy, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days, we used to get after it, man, but it was all love and it was fun. And it was happy to have, everybody there and all the homies and being part of the cul-de-sac. It was a movement, man. And so, I miss those days, but now it's that Gnarbuckets movement,
Hell yeah, Gnarbuckets it is. Where can they find tickets? Where can they get tickets, man? For the fest on the 27th.
So the event is free, right? So you can pull up, you don't have to pay, right? It's crazy, right? I'm putting on this whole fest for free. We are taking donations. if you give a donation, then you're able to get a free beverage like, water, Sprite, or we might have some beer if you're trying to get, a little active. But yeah, we're just trying to get some donations. We're also going to have some pop-ups in there. So you can buy stuff at the stores. But like I said, this is really like for the community. Again, I want to use this as a platform to show people that are like really good artists and creatives. And I think this is a good way to do that and get some people in there to see what we got going. So just pull up. You ain't even got to pay anything, but we will take donations if you want to.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Y'all heard that. Don't be a cheap bastard. Fucking give some fucking donations, man. You feel me? This is the first of many. You feel me? Are you looking to do, well, I got ahead of myself. Are you looking to do this every year?
Yeah, I think it'd be really dope to start like a annual Gnarfest and get, always like really dope artists to perform, and every year just kind of trying to build it. And so yeah, this is just the first of many Gnarfest and Gnarbucket events.
Hell yeah, that's dope. And I wanted to ask you, man, before we get out of here, what can we expect from Young Dad? You feel me? As far as like music goes, you know what I mean, coming in the future and shit. Because I know you're busy with a lot of different shit, man.
Facts. Yeah, so I've been on a little bit of a hiatus for like the past year or so, but I do have some new music coming out. I have Jackson Mahomes out right now. I think I dropped that a couple months ago. I got Percy Miller that just dropped maybe like a month and a half or so ago. I got a new song, TikTok, that I haven't dropped yet. I have 2 or 3 other songs that I have just, waiting in the clip. And then I'm about to get back with my boy Rob. I've been working on my MPC. I got some fire beats for the Jig Wave. And so I'm going to link with Rob soon, and we're going to get back on the Jig Wave Volume 3. So in the next couple months, you're going to get some Young Dad and some Jig Wave.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. October 27th, y'all, is Gnarfest. You feel me? Remind everybody the address and shit and where in Phoenix.
So it is in Central Phoenix, or sorry, it's in downtown Phoenix. All right across from the Churchill. I want to say it's 901 North Central Ave, and it's this huge warehouse. We call it the Dungeon. It's literally like an abandoned warehouse, and we're gonna get it popping in there. We're gonna have the mini skate park and the fashion show and all that stuff. So pull up. It's right across from the Churchill, so you can go to the Churchill, get some food. You know what I'm saying? Hang out a little bit, and then come across the street and pull up. So.
Hell yeah, bro. That area is so dope.
Yeah, so it's literally like right in the middle of downtown. Like it couldn't be a better location. There's so much stuff around, like great food places and all that. And so I want to give a shout out to Kel for allowing us to do this whole thing at the warehouse. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better location. So honestly, you got to pull up. It's right in the middle of downtown. Even if you don't stay the whole time, there's plenty of stuff to do all around the whole venue. So just come out and show some love.
And for you ratchet motherfuckers out there, it's close to where True Lounge used to be, motherfuckers.
Okay.
Hey, and I'm not gonna lie, I was fucked up at the Churchill. They got dope ass bars.
So the Churchill is fire, by the way. They got fire drinks over there. All the food places are amazing. They just put Loco Styles Grinds in there. I don't know if you know what that is, but they got some fire. And my boy Kel is, he runs the Churchill, and it's one of the best places downtown. It's one of the coolest places to hang out. You can bring your family if you wanted to. You can bring some ratchets if you wanted to. It's just a good vibe. So definitely check it out.
Hell yeah, y'all. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, y'all. I'm over here slurring my words. I'm so excited. Shit. Holy fuck. No, I'm playing. But yeah, y'all, October 27th, man, in Central Phoenix. Actually, that's the Roosevelt Road district. You feel me?
It is.
That's the Roosevelt Road. You feel me? Roosevelt Road. You feel me? October 27th. You said 6 to midnight, right?
6:30 p.m. to midnight. And the fashion show will start around 7:10.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Check it out, y'all. It's free. Pull up, you feel me? Young Dad, the floor is yours. Any shout outs, man? Let them know your social media and shit, where they can find you. Spotify, iTunes, all that shit.
So first, I want to give a shout out to the whole Gnarbuckets family. Shout out to my boy Marcus, that's my photographer. Shout out to my boy Shaq, that's my videographer. Shout out to my boy Meg, the whole family, Sydney, Oakland, everybody that's being a part. I want to give a shout out to my girl for giving me my first skateboard. Wouldn't be possible without her. And I just want to give a shout out to the whole creative community downtown. And I'm just excited to have this platform, and I'm excited for people to come out and really check to see what we have, because it's more than just a brand. Like, we're bringing a message, we're bringing a whole movement. And the biggest thing about Arizona is they say they don't have any culture, so I'm about to start some. So come and check it out.
Hell yeah, you heard that shit. Royce Woolridge, you feel me? As a lot of y'all may know him, but he's young dad now, you feel me? Young fucking dad, you feel me? Owner, CEO, head honcho at Gnarbuckets, you feel me? This is your boy Staz, you dig? The Italian Stallion, aka ESPN Staz, because I'm bringing it to you like a highlight, you feel me? We had a Valley Club, you feel me? Salute to fucking Court Capital, man. That's my dog, you feel me? The big cactus, the big cack jack, you dig? Check out the event on October 27th, Gnarfest, you feel me? We out this bitch. It's AZ way too active. The definition of active, to be exact. Peace.